Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome. My name is Michael, and I am the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons Curse of Strahd, our D&D 5th edition adventure where we play with these lovely and wonderful people, my Patreons, who support the channel and make sure that I can keep my annoyingly bright lights on and continue doing this amazing, fun, and wonderful thing on the internet for you, wonderful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing?
Doing pretty good.
That is fantastic. Oh, look at your smiling faces. I always get so excited on my Wednesdays. Now, guys, if you do not know what we're going to be doing, we are, of course... What?
He's so happy.
He's so happy. Ah, you're too loud, Neil.
Me?
Yes,
I'll turn myself down.
No, it's fine. I'll turn you down. I have the power. I have the belt. Now, guys, if you don't know what it is we do, we invite you here right now to join me behind the GM screen as we play this adventure. Because Curse of Strahd is not only a really cool and fun gothic horror that features, of course, none other than the infamous Strahd himself. We decided that we're going to make things a little bit more difficult for my players by allowing the audience to influence the course of the game, much like our dear friend Eric has already done. Yes. So Eric, for example, our dear friend Chu, has redeemed a plot twist. So as part of that, we get to draw from our little plot twist deck here, and bam! Eric gets to choose.
Before the game has started, does that mean it could possibly twist into a different campaign?
I mean, it depends. Probably not, but yes.
This is where we find out what's happened to Sir Tim.
Guys, I'm telling the fucking story, okay? Calm down, Jesus. I can't be explaining shit to them and you. You've been here every week, okay? Calm down. Jeez.
It's our fault they jumped the gun.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway. Just like our dear friend Eric here, who has redeemed a plot twist card with channel points, what I then do is I draw from this cool little deck of plot twists 2 cards that Eric will then get to choose from. He can during the course of today's game, I will play these plot twist cards and influence the game, changing it, shifting it, adding a new story. Because it's fun. That's what we do. So, Eric, today, for that plot twist, we have Something Lost and Path Least Traveled. So you can pick one of those 2 different things, and we will add that to the game. Twist into different campaigns, much like every time my players make a decision. Yeah, I know how that feels. It's like, oh yeah, cool, let's eat the poison berries until one of us dies. Yay! Good! I'm glad your character's the intelligent one in the group, Neil. Anyway, I digress. To tell you about these wonderful characters, I'm going to throw the ball now over to my incredible players, starting with none other than the ever-delightful McKinley, playing the role of Esther, the Changeling Cleric. Mac, tell us about yourself and the character that you're playing.
Oh, I guess I can just say I'm McKinley, so that's me out of the way, but Esther is a changeling grave cleric, and at the moment she is where was that? Not vibing with the situation. She's not here for all this, but she's doing her best to figure out how to circumvent certain situations and keep things going. But overall, not a fan.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty much the flavor of Barovia. That being said, despite its rather grim outlook on the world, Barovia does have one shining light, one lovely, wonderful, pleasant, whimsical light, and that is, of course, the satyr known as Demiro, played by the equally whimsical Tim. You gotta stop doing that with your eyebrows, man. I'm not allowed to laugh. Oh, God. Yes. Hi, Tim. How you doing?
Good evening, Michael.
Tell us about your wonderful and amazing character, por favor.
So Demiro Soundhoof is a traveling satyr bard, left his home country looking for adventure and new things to experience. You might even say that he enjoys new things a little too much sometimes, but usually gets by, finds some people to have a bit of fun with, tries to keep spirits up, and sometimes just has to get down and dirty when spirits are down. Well.
Nice. And spirits definitely get down in Barovia.
Yeah,
next up, of course, we have the delightful Charles from Iron Ghost Gaming, playing the role of Argento. Hello, Carl.
How's it going?
Very nice. I'm doing rather well, thank you. I mean, I'm still fighting off this kind of cough, but I'm making do. Tell us about Argento. Argento's gone through a bit of a thing, hasn't he?
He has. He's a bit of a roller coaster of a masterful person, I think. So with Argento, it's quite funny. I think we're talking about the character and how they've developed, and he's kind of I don't know. He's almost nomadic in a lot of ways. He goes from thing to thing very quick. Short attention span, Argento. One minute he wants to kill everybody, and the next minute he just wants to have fun. And then he's jumping out of windows and he's doing crazy things. And I think Argento is definitely having an identity crisis with this group, and being in Barovia has kind of thrown him for a bit of a loop as to his purpose and what he's meant to do.
And hopefully he will find said purpose on this journey. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of Vigog, our Goliath Chronomancer, is none other than the delightful Neil from Immersion Diversions. Good evening, good morning, Neil. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Vigog is a Goliath Chronomancer wizard, and his current goal in Barovia is to find his students. And we currently have found one, possibly two. We don't probably where this location of the second one is, but
look, let's be honest. You found the second one, and then 2-3 weeks has gone past already.
Well, no, we didn't find them. I just found evidence of where they might be.
It's true.
We left them in a safe place.
Yeah, then maybe they're cursed to stay there for eternity, the whole town. But
Maybe
we'll find out. The whole town just pooped right away.
Indeed. The whole town. All right.
Okay. I don't know.
So, without any further ado, we now take our characters deep into the realms of Barovia. Naturally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this moment while I share with my players, and of course you fine people at home, the sound. We have a number of sponsors who are supporting of the channel and allow us to continue to also keep the lights on here. 1 second. Alright. That is, of course, the wonderful ear nuggets of sweetness from our dear friends over at Sirenscape. If you like the artworks that you can see of our lovely heroes, then of course you will enjoy having a browse of Hero Forge, who sponsors us with lovely tokens and models to use. And of course, our virtual tabletop of choice is none other than Fantasy Grounds. Alright. Continuing from where we left off, our heroes, after having been transported halfway across Barovia, have wound themselves into a small winery, a vineyard, gnarled and twisted, growing out of the hills of the western parts of the Barovian countryside. Our heroes took themselves to the winery and began to explore, only to find that a series of blighted creatures now occupied the once filled and lavish brewery. After slaying a slew of these tiny little blights, it was learned that several druids had made residence here and intended to poison not only the wine, but the reputation of the wine cellars as well. You had learned that those individuals were keepers of not only arcane lore and magics, but also a series of were-ravens. In a bid to try and defeat them once and for all, the druids had taken not only to destroying the winery, but killing, slaying, and murdering anything that resembled a raven, which, as you can tell, in Barovia, does take a little bit of time. After defeating the first two of the druids and slaying their blights, our heroes were beseeched upon by a unwelcomed arrival, a plot twist that saw an old nemesis return, a troll by the name of Gorgut, who had attacked the group very early on in the adventure, and then again later on, had resurfaced yet again, only to be dispatched by the newly transformed Demiro, who has now learnt the art of transforming into a gorilla and gaining 140 temporary hit points. We now return to the scene, where the troll in its last moments tore open its guts and spilled its entrails, reading into the auger, as he made a prophecy of death and a vow of vengeance upon our heroes. Okay. And with that being said, we now return All right. You guys are standing outside of the winery. The troll's blood slickens the floor in front of you. Demiro, you are still in the form of a great and mighty ape, with Vagag and Argento next to you on the ground. Esther, you are still within the building of the winery, looking out of the window and peering down at your allies, the debris and rubble and carnage that has been left behind in the wake of the attack. The scene is yours.
Oh.
Yeah. Argento looks over to Vergog and says, "Are you all right? It looked like you took a bit of a nasty tumble out of that window up there."
Yeah, I go and feel my head, and I'm just like, I think there's definitely blood. It's just like, because he just looks at
you
the
can make me a
rock
medicine
around.
check if you'd like.
Okay.
It was pretty nasty.
Where's medicine? There we go. 10.
Yeah. While you're fairly sure that your injuries themselves were pretty brutal, shy of a small, a light concussion, you should be fine.
Okay. I think I'll be good, Argento. As I stand up and kind of use Demiro's giant leg for leverage. Stand up.
I'll put him back into the building.
All right, you are lifted and placed into the second story of the building. This is, of course, the printing press room where the previous druid was. You can still see bits and pieces of the blight that were here, lying strewn around the place, as well as the smears of blood that remain from where the troll had ripped off the top half of the druid while reaching to try and grab at one of you.
Esther, I'm alright. The other two are still outside.
So I want to ask Demiro, how long do you stay like this for? That's what I thought. It's kind of a cool look. I kind of like it. It's very cool. I must say, it's impressive. Just kind of look around and just sort of see if anything else is out here, anything sort of, coming from any direction, I guess, that we can see. Just want to make sure nothing else is sort of lurking, since we were a bit surprised by our old friend.
Very well. I would like Argento to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, yes. This is going to be fun.
Is there any way for us to bring up the map?
Oh! No.
Oh.
All right. So, you look out, and you can see the forested areas surrounding the winery, and just beyond a small clearing. It leads out into the dark, but even under the twilight of the moon above you, you see the vineyard. Wine seems to twirl around the various, whatever you call them, the little struts that they put that the vines can grow on. You can see row upon row of them growing, despite what looks to be rather a harsh and nasty looking setup. As you look out into it, Argento, you see something. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it's something familiar, something nostalgic, something from home.
I just sort of stared, and I turned to Demiro, although he's still in his ape form, and say, "Do you see that?"
Demiro,
Yeah.
as you look out, you do not seem to see anything in the direction besides the vineyard itself.
I don't fully walk towards it, but I slowly take one or two steps to see if it becomes more clear if I get just a little bit closer to it.
It's like it's maybe like 200-300 feet away.
Mm.
It is a distance.
So it's more of me just being, I guess, drawn towards the idea of like, what is that? I'm not fully making a bolt for it or anything like that, but yeah, just sort of stare at it.
All right.
Just want to watch it, see if it moves or if it.
Oh, it does. It seems to move like a person, and that is when you see it, a glint of silver, a symbol of a heraldry you recognize. This flash of dragonborn scales.
So I yell out to Vergog, who's upstairs, and yell, Vergog, do you see something out there in the vineyard?
I look out the window and just try to look out the vineyard.
Yes, it looks like there's a person out there.
I guess, yeah, I'll try and look out of the window as best I can towards the vineyard, see if I see anything.
You cast your gaze out, and again, you do not see anything. Argento, I need you to make me another will save.
A wisdom?
Wisdom save,
Well,
yes.
yeah, with
Ah,
nice.
All right. With a 21, something is compelling you to go to the vineyard. There's almost a burning need inside you to go that way. Although you recognize that it is some force or some entity that is luring you in that direction.
All right. So I will tell Vergog then there's something out there. I need to go see what it is. I must go see what this is. There's something there.
If you do bring Demiro with you, I think he could help you a lot more than I could right now. Me and Esther will keep checking out this building for a bit.
All right, well, shout out to us if you need anything, but I'm going to go see what this is.
You do the same. Just be careful. Me and
Come along,
Esther-
Demiro. Let's
just
go see what's over here, Demiro. There might be wine or something. Let's go see what this thing is. I think it's...
All right,
Just
Demir,
see-
how
yes.
long does your polymorph last?
Up to an hour.
Up to an hour. Okay, so you'll still be a gorilla by the time you get to the vineyard. You and Argento begin to make your way, moving cautiously, but briskly towards the vineyard. As you do, you hear the clap of thunder raining overhead. And as it happens, a storm begins to brew. This is the beginning of our first plot twist, and that is, of course, something lost.
Uh-oh.
So that is something lost. So thank you very much to that,
Nice.
Eric. And as you make your way to the vineyard, it begins to rain.
So now that we're over by this...
Well, we'll
Whatever
come back
it
to
was
that.
I saw
We'll
it.
come back to that in a moment. I just need to very quickly. Yeah, you don't get resolution straight away. You know me. Come on. What are you expecting? It's like Michael said a thing, and then we immediately resolved it, and no one ever spoke
I
of
just
it
thought
again.
it was going to run away. Everything else appears to do.
Nothing like that. I gotta build up tension and suspense and all these other cool story things.
You mean you got to make it up?
Yeah. All right. So we have our Demiro and we have our Argento. But of course, as you will remember, Demiro is a giant monkey. There you go.
Nice.
Monkey. All right. So they are over there, and
Monkey.
Gog and Esther are over here.
Perfect for the sketch I made before the game.
All right. There we go.
Now we should split the party even more by separating.
Oh yeah. No. You need to separate and search rooms individually. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Inside the winery, Esther, you make your way over to Vagag, who informs you of more or less the discussion that happened between Demiro and Argento. The two of you well, at least Vagag has volunteered you to search the rest of the vineyard. I mean, not vineyard, the winery. So, it is the two of you.
If you'd wish, Esther, I just kind of figured, he's got Demiro as the currently giant ape with him, so I figured they should be okay. But if you'd like, I could just fly us back to them.
I think we should stay within earshot. Also, we don't know what's in here. Maybe something we can't handle just the two of us. We may need all of us together,
Right.
so at least that we should probably go back to floor level so that we can get
Okay.
to the people if we need to.
Let's check out this room really quick. We never really got a chance when we were just fighting the things that were in here and then attacked by Gargogort. So let's check out this room quick since it's free and empty now. And then we can go back to floor level.
All right. Searching the room that contained the printing press, you see a number of flyers for the winery. Nothing really stands out, but you do recall, of course, the key that you found. A large wrought iron key that was on the body of the druid, which sadly still clings to the belt. The top half of the druid having been ripped off, torn from its body by the big giant fist of the troll, who now has left a giant hole in the window where the cold air and rain seem to pour in, destroying what little remains of the printing press and the various parchments in this room.
Okay. Is there's a desk by the window? Does that still seem to be intact, or is
No,
that
not even the slightest.
Okay. I guess if there's a key on this druid, I'll take the key off of them, and then I'll search for anything in the room that might have needed, like that might have a keyhole or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm getting this out of this. We're just out of curiosity. I want to look at the flyers. Do they just seem like general promotional flyers, or they're
Yeah, general
Or is it-
promotional flyers. Come and try the Wizards of Wine. Every sip is magic.
because I was just curious because whenever they were on the printing press with the vine blights, of course, the flyers seemed regular, but they did seem to either this is something they aren't used to as printing presses, or there was something off about it because they were talking about it as some invention almost, something new or something different. But now it's just short, so there's not really much I can get out of investigating
Yeah.
it.
I guess I'll take a look at the printing press more.
Very well. You look at what is now a pile of scrap, covered in rotten leaves and vines from the vine blight that was using it to basically hammer you into a tiny paste. There is not much that is left. As water pours into the room, the inkwells that are collected by the sides of this machine slowly start to weep this thick, black substance that stains the floors and the sides of the machine.
I will use my cantrip shape water to kind of block, essentially make like a watery like slope that catches the new water coming in and push it off to the side.
Sure.
To try
You create basically a reverse funnel,
yeah.
and you
Get it
maintain that spell as you're holding your position in that room.
out. Okay. Esther, I'm gonna need you to check out some of the stuff in here if you want to check anything else while I keep the water out. I have the key though. If you find anything that looks like a lockbox or some kind of openable thing, so then I'll just stand there and keep the spell going.
If you'd like me to.
All right. Searching the room, you do not find much in the way of anything salvageable here.
I exit the room.
Sorry?
I exit the room.
Mm-hmm.
And when she leaves, I'll drop the spell and follow her.
All right. As you are keeping back most of the water then rushes back into the room. It's slowly filling up, and it's not flooding, but it's like, couple of centimeters thick.
I'll shut the door then. So.
All right. You make your way where from here?
Esther, did you want to keep going, or did we want to wait for Gento and Demiro, or go follow them?
Maybe we should go back to round 4 for now, but whichever you prefer.
I'll say. No, you go ahead. What were you thinking?
I was just gonna say there was something ground level.
Okay.
That I was curious about, but
Yeah, we can go ground level if you need to check something out.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, so we'll head to the bottom floor then, where we came from. I'm guessing since we don't know what else is forward.
Sure. You make your way down, heading to the bottom floor, which will lead you to the area where the wine vats are, and of course the corpse of the druid, which you had placed nearby. Meanwhile, we return to Vagag and Demiro. The rain continues to pelt down upon you from outside, where the vineyard seems to stretch for quite some time. Vagag, as you're in the front, you're trying to keep an eye on this sheen of silver that seems to be in front of you. As you get closer, it seems to only push further away. Every step you take is almost like it's luring you, guiding you. You're not entirely sure, but it is beckoning you.
I thought I couldn't see it.
Oh, sorry, not Vagag, Argento.
Yes.
I knew what I meant.
I was like, when is he gonna notice?
So I just hold my spot in, and then I ask again. I ask Demiro, "Do you see that glistening silver over there? It's right there."
Ook, 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 ook.
Ook indeed.
Yes. All right. So I will still cautiously follow towards it.
All right. Cautiously, you begin to follow, heading closer and closer towards what would effectively be your quarry. All right. As you do so, I need Argento and Demiro both to make me perception checks. All right. Demiro, further up ahead, you're quite unsure of what you can see, but it seems to be someone crying in the rain, standing beneath a parasol, looking off to the side at what appears to be like a small marked grave. Nothing like a tombstone or anything like that, but a large mound that seems to have a bundle of twigs and sticks kind of lined up next to it. It is not too far ahead, but you see it clear as day.
Is that what we're heading towards anyway?
Yeah, it seems to be in the direction that you're heading towards.
And all I see is this silvery sort of. What does it look like actually? It just looks like some shape.
As you get closer, you're almost certain it's a dragonborn.
So we don't have the map, so I can't move.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. My apologies. Bam. There you go.
So I will call out to it. Say, hello, you there? May I ask what you're doing out here?
The rain seems to muffle the sound of your cries. But she seems to be weeping. Sorrowful sounds are emitted from her as she seems to stare at the grave, her hand buried in what looks to be a lace handkerchief.
Do you need help? Are you all right? Move a little closer.
All right. As you move closer, she still does not seem to be able to see you or hear you, just continually, softly weeping. You can move your characters as close as you would like to get.
I'll get right about here.
All right. Once you're within 10 foot, you can see that the woman in question appears to be barely there. Almost like traces of her have transformed into wisps. She turns to look at you, and you see a hideous and deformed woman, the face of what appears to be a scarred elf of some kind. She has lashes on her, almost like whips that seem to have cracked across her shirt, across her body, and she seems to look at you, eyeballing you.
I just sort of give her the same, I guess, not menacing stare, but just a stare of inquisitive. I don't know what she is as much as she's giving me this look, and I give that stare and sort of let her know that I'm not trying to aggress her, but I will thrash her if she wants to have a go.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
That's the look.
She then looks you dead in the eye and says, Why did she leave me?
Ook?
I'm not sure who you're talking about. Who is she?
She then begins to just cry more and more until eventually that cry becomes louder and louder. And then that is when you realize any one of you can make a religion check. If you do so, it may save you a check in a few moments. Also, we have just been raided by Fourth Culture. Hi, Fourth Culture guys! What's up? Come on in, sit down, take a seat. Our group is currently in the vineyards of the Wizards of Wine in the Curse of Strahd adventure. One of our heroes, Demiro... excuse me. I should stop smoking. I don't smoke, but, has transformed into a giant gorilla. Argento, our paladin, has found a woman crying in the rain. Vagag and Esther are, meanwhile, in the winery exploring. And, of course, our heroes have just caught wind of this ghostly figure. So what was our religion checks? 14 apiece. Sadly, a 14 apiece is not going to help you, as this crying from this woman turns from a soft sob, rises higher and higher until... And I do apologize for volume. Please cover your ears if you are not prepared. That was awful. Let me try that again. Oh, Sirenscape. Sirenscape, you make me cry. Well, that was supposed to be the sound of a banshee screaming.
Nice.
Oh, not a strangled pig.
Yeah, right. That's just like that was. I mean, if my voice wasn't still recovering, I would definitely do better than that. But nonetheless, that was appalling. Anyway, yes. So the banshee lets loose a terrifying scream, and with that, we will go into initiative. But before we do that, guys, if you have not checked out the Fourth Culture, please go and check them out. They are a wonderful group of Southeast Asian performers specializing in tabletop role-playing games and the like. They are some of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Definitely go share them some love. Rip Sirenscape, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I've got another one. Hold on, wait. Let me.
Oh.
It's not a loud one. Yes, here we go. Okay, so let's go into this. Hold on. See, I think that's way better. That's way better. All right, I'm going with that one. All right. It was. All right, and then we will go into battle. All right, so let's see. Now, a Banshee's scream effect. Let's see.
Can we try our
All right,
initiative
DC.
rerolls?
What's that?
Can we try our initiative rerolls?
Yes, you may try your initiative rerolls if you would like.
That's much better,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
as usual.
All right. So, Constitution saving throw for Argento. Oh no.
Oh
He's
no.
dead.
Oh god.
Yeah. Argento, do you have any rerolls?
I didn't even hit Constitution.
Oh no,
How'd that happen?
it'll roll it for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I do not have a reroll.
You don't have any inspirations? You don't have inspiration?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Haven't had any in a while.
Oh.
Well, shit. Hey, look at that! Avarian and Lord Garthan coming to the rescue. All right, let's do some rerolls here. Let's start with Argento. You get one of these.
It's a reroll
That's
for
much
Argento or for
better.
the Banshee.
It'll be both. All right, thank you, chat.
Usually give it to the bad guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Argento has managed to make the save, and Demira has thankful. Oh, you just made it on the dot. Oh,
That's just good enough.
yeah.
They
Thank.
both just die.
Yeah, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for the chat. In one universe, somewhere down the track, Argento and Demira both perished instantly at the sound of the Banshee's wail. This, however, is not that reality, as we will fly into an initiative.
Nice.
So, the Banshee
Whoa.
moves towards Argento. She grabs Argento by the face and says, You are the one that took her from me. You are the reason we cannot be together. And you shall pay. And she screams yet again. See? I can do better.
This one kills.
And is going to use a corrupting touch on Argento.
Oh no.
And will miss!
Yes.
Argento! Thankfully, lizard ears are kind of inside the skull, so you manage to avoid the full brunt of the blast as she tries to blare you with a corrupting touch. But that is all she does.
Nice.
We will come back to Esther and Vagag, who are in the other winery at the moment, as we then hit up Domiro, who is in his giant gorilla form. Hey! Sorry, I do apologize. We have another raid from Conadova. Hello, Connor. Welcome, Connites. Welcome to the stream. You know what? Let's do this whole thing. Greetings, guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I do tabletop role-playing games, and I'm from Australia. That's that's my deal. If you are here, then you are here because you have come in with some awesome and wonderful streamers yourselves. Do tell me all about your amazing channel and the amazing things that you have been doing today. Now, today we are playing Curse of Strahd, a D&D 5th edition adventure in which our heroes, Vagog the Goliath Chronomancer, Argento the Dragonborn Paladin, Demiro our Satyr Bard, and Esther our Changeling Cleric, who are currently going through Barovia in the Curse of Strahd adventure. Currently, they're at a winery where Vagog and Esther are currently searching around for clues. Demiro and Argento are following one of Argento's visions of a silvery maiden that was in the vineyard. However, that silvery maiden turned out to be none other than a very, very angry and very, very depressed banshee who is now attacking poor Demiro and Argento. As for why Demiro is a giant gorilla, they had recently fought a giant troll, and there was still some time left on the spell, so Demiro is still a giant monkey. Alright, you're all caught up. Fantastic. Boom! Let's get into it. Demiro, it is your turn. What are we doing, Ape-Man?
Previously, you brought up the giant ape for me to use its attacks.
Yes. Would you like the ape again?
Yeah, that'd be good, thanks.
Alright, not a problem.
I would just pin it to your bottom bar, Tim.
Yeah,
That
well,
way you can just, yeah.
Alright, ape. Giant ape?
yeah, giant
There you go,
ape.
giant ape. Done. Alright. Thank you for the follow, Connor.
Where is it?
Bloody champion you. Look at you go.
I don't see it.
Strahd is very misunderstood. It's in the chat box.
Right. Ook, ook, ook.
Do you want to describe what you're doing?
I'm going to
Ookie.
try and squish it into the ground.
With your foot, with your hand, with your face, with your butt,
With my fist.
Spit on it.
with your fist.
Sit on it.
Whoa, this big, meaty gorilla hand comes in and hits that banshee square. Roll your damage as you
Nice.
hit it. But as you hit it, however, it seems to almost be very wispy in nature. A lot of it seems to flow around your fist, although you do still have impact. Argento, it is your turn.
I'll do my second fist.
Oh, yes, you have multi-attack. My apologies. Carry
Yes.
Ooh.
on.
Oh, yeah.
A second fist hits with the giant gorilla fist.
Nice.
And once again, your fist finds purchase.
He's slapping the ground.
All right, Argento.
All right, so being thoroughly pissed off at this thing for attacking me and deceiving me, I want to use my breath weapon to try and freeze it. So
Very
I will,
well. You take
let's
a
see,
deep
what's-
breath in.
What is the breath weapon? Let me look this up.
That's perfectly fine. You won't need to in a moment. As your breath weapon fills your jowls with this frosty cold, like rime, it sprays directly at the creature, but with no effect, as it is immune to the cold.
Yes.
It looks to you
That's
and
what I
says,
wanted.
I have experienced the cold of death. Your breath is like nothing.
All right. So with my second attack, I will remember that for next time.
Very good.
Try the opposite.
Yeah. So for this attack, I will first use my bonus action to use Searing Smite on my attacks.
Your hammer glows with flaming fury.
I'm actually going to use my hand axe because I don't want to risk my hammer.
Your hand axe glows with flaming fury.
There it is. So I will attack with a hand axe.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. That's horrible. What the hell? Sorry. It's fine. It's very sad. I hope that actually hasn't happened to you, awesome. Yeah, just carry on. Your hatchet, thwok, manages to strike the shoulder of this creature.
So it gets this and then the 4. Oh, that's lovely. I think it is a 4. Let me see. A 1d6.
All right, roll a d6.
Got roll. Oh,
All right,
lovely.
that's extra 1 damage. As we return to the Banshee. The Banshee looks once again to you and says, I know you stole her from me. Give her back. I will tear your soul. I will rip it to shreds. Even in death, you shall not. Be with her! Ook, indeed. Alright, both of you must make a wisdom save, which I will roll for you guys. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no!
Alright, that is 2 failures. This time, however, both of you have gotten the frightened condition.
Okay. I was like, oh, no,
This will last 1 minute.
Whoa.
So the frightened condition, let's see, what does the frightened condition do? It's pretty nasty in D&D, isn't it?
So you can't willingly move closer to the target. You can still take attacks if you're within range, but they're going to be at disadvantage. If you're in line of sight, attacks and checks have disadvantage.
Yep, there you go. Alright, you are frightened, devilishly frightened by this creature, unless some of our kind audience members have any more channel points to throw some rerolls in your direction.
Plot twists.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's it. However, she was going to turn her attention to the giant ape that is beating the snot out of her. However, we are playing our second audience plot twist, which is envy.
So it's just envious of the giant ape.
And with this, I'm going to tell a story. Once upon a time, travelers... Shush! I'm telling a story! Jesus! Once upon a time, in the lands of Barovia, heroes who had been trapped here found themselves chased through the vineyards by a strange, horrible, vicious creature. This had led to the death of the love of the poor Banshee. Cut down in the vineyard, she lay there, hand held over the woman that she had secretly had loved all her life. Only as she died, she whispered the name of her lover, a man from the village that she had grown up in. In those fleeting moments, she vowed vengeance. She vowed that no man should ever take her love away, not again. And even though Argento is not that person, is not that childhood friend, she looks at you and regards you the same. She looks at you and she hates you. She hates you with everything that you are. But more importantly, she envies that you had the heart of the woman she loved. Alright, that's the story. Prepare to die. What?
The feeling is mutual.
He's just a tribute.
Just so we know.
Yeah.
Except,
All right.
the hard part, but everything else is...
Alright. So, more importantly, the Banshee does not shift target and continues once again to reach into Argento. This time, a hand reaching your very core, a chill runs through your body, and you feel fear gripping you along with her incorporeal and terrifyingly shrill heart.
I want to use my vengeful assault trait, which allows me to attack any creature within range who has made an attack against me. I can do it once per short rest. So,
yeah, by all means.
I will,
Lord Garthon, Mr. Dag, did both rerolls get used last time? They did, actually. They have been used. They were very, very helpful.
This is at disadvantage, correct?
It should automatically put you at disadvantage. If it doesn't, then we'll roll it again. Moondong123, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, it is doing it.
Yeah, there you go. But you still managed to hit! Even at disadvantage, the fear gripping you, you swing, you swipe, and you manage to smack her square in the jaw. You deal 10 points of damage with change. But again, the incorporeal nature of this creature, the damage does not go entirely as you plan. Alright. Demiro. Also, Lola, let's play. Thank you for the follow. You are a bloody champion.
We'll keep swatting at it, trying to dissipate it.
Alright. Your body's still gripped in fear. You... that should be a disadvantage, though, so you'll need to roll that one manually, because disadvantage is applying to you, not the gorilla.
Yeah.
Alright, that'll still hit.
Nice.
Alright, roll your damage.
Wow.
Bam!
Wow.
Another heavy hit.
Wow. Oh.
And that'll hit.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Look, I never said these things were hard.
Crush it.
I never said they were hard. They could just
Crush it like a bug.
Alright.
That's all.
So once again, with sweat dripping down, mixing with the rain that pours down the vineyard, Demiro, you lay into the creature. Your heart is basically about to stop. You're Argento, it is your turn.
All right, so I will continue with my attacks.
Oh.
Miss.
Your hand axe swings and misses, flying wide.
Second attack and land.
Yeah.
That one will land.
2 plus 1.
Oh,
Oh.
oh! You will not believe what the score is. You would not believe
It's close.
It's very close.
Happens too often.
All right. She looks at you.
Come with what you will, Banshee.
Oh, she will. She will.
Snaps her ghostly fingers and dies.
She moves 1, 2, 3 around and through your persons. As she does so, that gripping chill deals 9 points of damage to each of you.
Ouch.
Which I believe brings you down to... There we go. Alright. And then once again, she tries. She tries! And basically scrambles to grab at you. But Argento, you fend off. You defend against her.
Yes.
Alright. Demiro.
Also,
Yes.
would the guy necessarily have heard the screams from where we are? I mean, even if we can't do anything, can we hear them?
I'll get back to that.
Don't
I'll get
want
back
to.
to that. I'll get to
Sorry.
that. No, that's okay. It's a good question. It's a good question.
If you do hear them, you might die.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's what the point of the stream is. I mean, if you want to hear them, I can make you hear them. That's no problem at all.
No problem. It's okay.
Gog just hit his head. He's still in a daze. You can't hear it.
Alright. Demiro?
Crush her like the heart of the
dang it.
Yes.
Calm
Oh,
yourself.
yeah. You're right. You're right. I forgot. This bitch.
Yes.
Aw.
Crush her like the heart of her loved one. Do it.
Thank you so much, Noria, for gifting subs to the community. Guys, if you have just joined our subscription family, first of all, welcome, and please
Yes.
enjoy the multitude of new emotes that you now have at your disposal. Alright. Demiro, as you club and clobber the ground, the howls go silent.
Oh, that crit. That was real.
And as the howls go silent, we return to the workshop. Where Esther and Vigag, you have just reached the downstairs area where you can see the multitude of wine vats that are in front of you. Where would you like to go now that you have arrived?
What were you thinking was down here, Esther, again?
So we had seen the druid come down from the stairs. We had seen some of the. Did we see any of the twig blights coming from this area? The ones that kind of went around and back, the sort of top left of the bottom floor.
You saw a number of the twig blights coming in from pretty much every room down here.
Okay. Okay, I thought, let me see.
That must mean we cleared them out if they all came to us, because they all somehow knew we were there, so that room must be clear then?
Trying to figure something out. Yeah, now that we're on ground floor, it's just looking to just kind of not move around too much. Doesn't want to attract any attention or anything like that in case there is anything left here. But if you want to investigate, you can go ahead and she'll follow you so that we don't like split up even more.
Okay. I guess I will go check out this room right over here.
All right.
Sure.
In front of you is a large sliding door. As you attempt to slide it, however, it appears to be locked. A giant wrought iron lock seems to be guarding the barricade from moving.
Oh. The key. I'll try and use the key that we got to open the lock.
The key clicks, and the door is now free to move and open.
Slide it open.
All right, as you open it, inside, resting on the flagstone veranda, are 3 5-foot diameter wooden tubs, their insides stained with grape juice. Each tub has a short ladder bolted to the side to catch a basin tucked underneath. At the back of the veranda is a set of sliding wooden doors, which is the ones you've just come from, supporting which is a large arc of these giant stone pillars supporting the roof above. Standing in the barrels are 1, 2, 3 vine blights, who immediately see the door open. As these vine-covered creatures look in your direction, they open their mouths, and as they do, they stretch out towards you and attempt to attack. We now fly! Fly back into battle!
Ah!
I really wish I'd been in the Banshee fight because
Esther's like, a Banshee doesn't seem so bad right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Let us roll initiative. Alright. At this point, Esther, I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're Argento and Demiro, you're in the vineyard at this point.
Yeah.
Esther, you hear the sounds of a scream coming from outside. However, it does not distract you from noticing Demiro is, that Vigog is currently in peril. The Vine Blights act first. The first tries to grab hold of Vigog, but misses. The second one will also wrap up Vigog. This one will hit, grabbing hold of Vigog and dragging him across the room into the barrel.
I'm going to use the Stone's Endurance to reduce some of that damage.
Ah, very well. You may do so. Your body turns to thickened stone as you try to protect yourself. Ooh, that will hug you. Yay, hugs. I love hugs.
Oops, it was.
Yay, follows. I love follows.
Very. Oh.
The music sounds like Esther and Vigar are going to kick some ass. I hope so. I hope the music is very inspiring.
Okay.
Alright, the other Vine Blight, what's the other Vine Blight going to do? Is going to create a plant matter on the ground in the form of just a series of intertwining vines just to try and stop anyone from coming in.
Ah! No!
Demiro, nope, Esther! You see the vines rushing out, and you watched as Vigag went, "Ah!"
Rushing in.
They are going to crush him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In my herbalism kit, I do have clippers.
You pull out nail clippers, and you... Don't worry, Vigag! I'm on my way!
No, I'm just saying. I do have an herbalism kit, but I don't think it's gonna have anything like I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with like weeds or anything like that. So I was just saying. But okay. Not nail clippers, by the way. I don't think I have nail clippers in an herbalism kit.
This is for trimming bonsai trees.
Yeah, in an herbalism kit, what I would say is there would be a sickle, which still could be useful. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Which one I want to do first. I can try to cut with the sickle first.
Yep. All right. With excuse me, with no problem whatsoever, you clear as a standard action the vines that are wrapped around the door.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Vigag, you are grappled and restrained inside the barrel. You are plunged into the berries that are being crushed.
Oh gosh. Ugh. Am I under the berries, or is it like can I like?
Not yet. I'm not gonna be so cruel as to make you grappled, restrained, poisoned, crushed. You know, just one at a time, mate.
It's next round.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's next round.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna. That's not concentration. What is? Oh, but I can. Okay. So with this turn, I'm going to, with the extra help that we might possibly need, I'm going to once again channel the energy of the Fae that's inside of me, and I'm going to cast Summon Fae next to the one next. No, not next to me.
Let's see. Does Summon Fae have somatic components?
It does.
You
Yeah.
cannot use them while restrained.
Okay.
And you summon a frou instead.
You can if
Yeah.
they're not somatic.
Gosh. What do I have that I can do?
You have spontaneous broken bones.
Okay, I guess. I guess the only thing I do, Chill Touch doesn't have any somatic, so I'm gonna just try and use Chill Touch to get like just to kind of like be like try to get it off of me.
Sure. All right, make your attack as you attempt to use Chill Touch.
Oh, it is a range, so I will have disadvantage.
Yes, you will.
Okay, that's right. I got an 11, so.
A bolt of ice passes and hits the ceiling, but does not manage to hit him.
Oh. Oh god.
All right, the Vine Blights. You watch as they unravel. As Vine Blight 1 and Vine Blight 2 unravel, their bodies and mass intertwine with Vine Blight 2.
Oh gosh!
And as it does, you watch as that mass then starts to bury you into the berries, crushing you down.
Ah!
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright, Vigag, you are crushed as portions of you start to become juiced. As it mixes with the berries, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, yeah, Constitution saving throw.
16.
16, you are fine. You do not manage to ingest the berries. Chill Touch must be one of the weirdest spells named in D&D. It's not a touch spell, and it does necrotic damage, not cold. Well, yes, but it's more like the chill of the grave. Like, that's, like, necrotic makes you feel cold, I guess. But, you know, it's I don't know, maybe. He's getting buried alive. Aha! Froghemoth. I love it. Terrible. It's awful. My players are dying. Alright. Esther, it's your turn. You now see the giant vine blight just in the other room. It just seems to be pouring more vines into this barrel, and you can no longer see Vigag. You can, however, see a very, very red juice pouring out of the bottom of this barrel into a small bucket.
Okay. And the vines don't seem to be affected by this. Whatever they're poisoning the god with, they aren't.
No, they don't seem affected by the poison berries or anything.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what to do because
Also, they're also not drinking it. I mean,
well, yeah, but I just didn't know if they were like submersion or something.
no. You can see what is making up its head is definitely above the area here.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to think if I could do guiding bolt because I don't know with the guy how I could position myself to either go from behind so I don't hit the guy or anything like that. But because I don't know if it would be safer for Vigog if I did a ranged or a melee attack. I just don't know the rule set for that.
Look, just
but
pull out a scroll, write "to whom it may concern," and then cast Fireball.
okay.
Wow.
Fine. You like that? Okay. Here's the thing. All right. Sorry.
All right, you just have to come up with a very clever plan.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Perfect. Okay. Actually. Okay. Wait.
God, I'm dying.
Sorry.
No, not you, Tim.
Tim.
I don't see what's happening over there. But okay. Did you say that there was something that was above them?
Yes, there are several stone pillars that seem to hold up an awning above the veranda here.
Okay. So, could I say that Vigog would be covered from it if it fell on this thing?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this thing is so big, it would definitely not hit Vigog.
Okay. What could I possibly? Because I wouldn't be tall enough, even with a pike, and I don't know if guiding bolt would do enough to get it down, like break it. Well, let's see. How far up is it?
How high up is the ceiling? 20 foot.
10 foot? Okay.
You probably need a berry picker to get up there.
Sorry?
You probably need a berry picker to get up there.
Yeah. Unfortunate for me. I guess I'm just gonna try to use a spell to do damage to it to break it. If that's okay. Is that alright?
You may.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't on Zoom, so I didn't see your reaction. I'll use a guiding bolt.
Guiding bolts.
Okay, and
Just deal your damage into the chat.
okay, and yeah, got it. Let me pull the damage.
All right. Oof, your bolt of energy flies out and definitely causes massive cracks to appear, but it is not enough to tear down the structure in its entirety. The stone has weakened.
Stone has weakened? Okay.
Yeah, the stone has greatly weakened. All right.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
You can only ready actions. You can't ready bonus actions, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure. Alright.
Alright, Vagag, it is your turn. You're being held underwater. Or under berries.
Under berries. Alright, so with the because I can't still move my arms and I could try to get out being restrained, but for my action, I'm actually going to conjure the time magic within me, and I'm going to expel magic from within me to create a stasis. To try and hold this creature that's holding on to me for a little while. It's called momentary stasis. Oops, not that. Says you can magically force a large or smaller creature that you can see within 60 feet of you to make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC.
All right. Let's make it happen. Let's see what this Vine Blight does. Constitution saving throw of 12.
Ooh, mine is actually that'll be another spell. Where is? I think it's mine's. It'd be a 13 because Mind-Sliver's DC save says 13.
All right, you watch as this huge series of cogs appear around the Vine Blight as Vagag channels his chronomancy energies into the Vine Blight. Its body stops.
So while it's encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Mm-hmm.
And it lasts until the end of my next turn. Or until the creature takes damage.
Indeed, indeed. Alright, however, you are still being grappled, quote-unquote, and you are still under the berries. So I will need a Constitution saving throw from you as you are still beneath them.
I failed.
Ooh, that is a fail. You are now the proud owner of poison as a condition.
Ugh.
Alright, now, as this is happening, Esther, you notice the creature is frozen. Do you do anything at that point? You see the cogs as well that are swirling around it, holding it in place.
Would I be able to help the dog out at that point?
You can try to dig him out, but the more important thing is do you attack it?
If I would it have to be against the creature? Couldn't it be against the awning again?
If the awning hits it, it will attack. It will count as an attack.
Okay. Then I'll go for the awning again if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. Alright. Your second blast, regardless of how much damage you will do, will of course cause it to break, causing the piece of the ceiling to fall down from atop the ceiling, and wham! Hit the Vine Blight square in the head. Could you roll me 2d10, please?
I'll do. And to do more than one dice, do I press...
Just hold left click to pick it up, and then tap right click to get your second one.
Okay. I may have to do this a bit differently because my keyboard does not like me, so I have to drop this there. Then, there we go. That's a very roundabout way of doing it, but oh well. Here we go.
Ooh.
Alright.
Yes!
That is 13 points of damage. Alright, as 13 points of damage hits it, Vagag, the cogs suddenly break and shift. And it is now your turn again.
It's the creature doesn't go?
Nope, because Esther is after the creature.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, I have one additional use of it because it's equal to my the modifier for it. So I'm gonna try once more.
All right. It's going to make another
Constitution
save. It fails!
Yes!
And once again, you see more cogs.
Esther, hurry! I can't hold him back. Oh, it's longer.
Oh, and a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Yep.
Also, I think that you should take
I
damage
have
from poison.
disadvantage poison, yeah.
Yeah, let me. I'll check on that, but you don't need to. You don't need to do that because poison will do its thing. No, you just
He
get
resistant to it after he ate the berries before.
nope.
That's an 18 unless I roll disadvantage because of poison.
You do roll disadvantage because of poison.
Okay, so I'll do it one more time then. Oh! So it's still an 18 because I rolled a 20 on the second one.
Nice. Okay, yep. Then you are okay. All right. Sorry, I just need to check this because it counts as a potion of poison. There we go. Which is yada yada yada. If you drink it, you take 3d6 damage. So you would have taken 3d6 damage this round for failing last round. So you take 9 damage.
That actually puts me under.
Alright, so at the end of the round, you are brought to 0 and you are dying with poison. Yay! At this point, Argento and Demiro, you return. Heading in towards the townhouse from the vineyard. The hour has been spent, so Demiro, you are no longer a giant ape.
Would they have seen the ceiling?
No. Oh, actually, yeah, you would have seen the ceiling at just as you were approaching. You can see the roof collapse. So that brings us to Demiro.
Is that some person in front of me, or?
That's the dead druid. You don't need to worry about her.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Would I be able to say anything at all to them real quick? As they're coming in?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. This is gonna sound weird. I'm just gonna say to Demira, because I know it's Yampa. I know this has me, but I need you to not heal the guy yet.
Okay.
Just trust me. Demira, come here.
I'm not even sure where Bagag is.
He's in there, don't worry. He's in there with the vines and all that.
You're like, he's over there. You're
Barrel,
like,
isn't he?
Really enjoying the full experience of being part Fae now.
I think
really
this thing is, yeah. I think this thing is covering the barrel as well. So, but there's like a little side thing. I think, right, Michael? That was the.
Oh yeah, it is. It is literally. So to paint a picture, there is a giant vat for crushing berries, which they've been crushing poison berries into, that has a kind of a tap underneath that is pouring into a bucket. You are inside of this bucket with the berries being crushed by this massive weight of this vine blight who has been pushing down on you. It's kind of almost like a cork, I guess, on the top of this barrel made of this vine blight that is pushing down on you.
So they can still see the barrel?
They can see the barrel clearly, yes, but they cannot see the way in,
Yeah.
and they cannot see you.
Yep.
Did we know anything about vine blights? They're just like little golem creature things.
Yeah, I think that's all you really found out, is that they're angry, fey-like tree elementals.
Do they basically just do what they're told, or are they intelligent?
They do what they're told. They are commanded by druids, for the most part.
Um, Okay. So that's rather large, isn't it?
It is. It's the largest of the vine blights you've seen.
Right. I guess I will try and jab it in the face.
All right. With your rapier.
Yes.
Swing, swing, swing. You thrust your rapier.
Let's see, what a blight on the landscape this is. Yeah. I think it's still got me frightened.
Yes, it does.
So that was a 13 was the one that dropped.
Just roll it again.
Okay.
Let me remove it first. Yep. All right. Go nuts. All right. You hit. You sink your blade into the vines. A greenish ichor pours from the seeping wound, and you deal 7 damage. Once again, you watch as the chronomancy rings snap and shatter, and the creature once again begins to move. All right, Esther, it is your turn.
Oh god, going unconscious may have been the best thing that could have happened. Because I'm a great cleric, I want to use my 4th level spell slot to use Healing Word. You're gonna get full points back. Not full hit points, but each dice is gonna have the max, so you're gonna get 19 points back.
Ooh.
All right,
19, you said?
19.
Nice. So
See, this is why you let your friends go down.
23. No, 25. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Wow. Awesome.
Well, Vigog, it is now your turn. You
I'm still
you awaken buried beneath the berries.
Wait. So, Healing Word the bonus action, do I still have my action?
Oh, yeah, sorry, my apologies. Yes, you totally have your action. Go, do your thing.
I want to... Which weapon do I want to use? Okay. I guess I can... Could I use my sickle again? Or would I have to use one of my weapons, other weapons?
Unlike the ensnare vines, these vines are living creatures, so it would basically be doing damage to the creature.
Gotcha. I'll go ahead and use that pike that we got a while back.
The pipe?
Pike.
Like,
Oh, pike! Right, yes.
I've been carrying around a lead pike. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well. You pull out your pike of celebration, which was never designed for this violence. How rude. And you stab!
There's one. I was like,
try to cut it down to size, but you can't. It's a stone.
Oh! Unfortunately,
No.
it
Sorry, what was
passes
it by?
through a mess of the vines and does not find purchase in it. Now we go to Vigog.
It wasn't designed for vine blights, it was designed for direwolves.
True.
Alright, so once again, being still restrained, I can't really cast any actual spells, but I can still cast some cantrips, so once again I'm going to... And that's ranged attack too, isn't it? Oh no, that's a spell DC. Okay. I'm going to try and focus my mind to cast Mind Sliver towards this Vine Blight's mind.
Does that have any somatic components?
It does not. It just has a voice component.
Very well, then you may do so. As you cast your mind against this creature, attempting to use your Mind Sliver. Yes! It manages to save, pushing your thoughts out of its own.
Dang.
And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's right. I'm still poisoned, so...
Oh, yeah.
That is oh god, that's a 4.
Alright. You take 6 points of damage as the poison continues to seep in. As Argento,
Yes.
The hero music plays. Now, keeping in mind, the
Alrighty.
veranda's right there. You could, like, smash through the wall head first, like the Kool-Aid Man.
Yes. That was actually my plan. I want to make a grand entrance.
Nice. Make an athletics check.
Yes. Hopefully I don't knock myself silly.
Against the wall.
Oh! All right.
Oh,
All of a sudden,
Oh no!
you know, I was literally joking, but yeah, that's just too good.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Bam! You
The barrel.
smash the freaking wall clean off. As it does so,
Oh.
bits of rock fly everywhere. I'm gonna give you a free attack against the creature.
Nice.
If you succeed, you'll do a D8 points of damage as rocks and debris just shower over it.
All right. My attack.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Wow!
All right, yeah, that'll hit. And do a D8 point of damage for me.
D8. Let's see. There it be.
4 points of damage. Very nice. All right, your turn. So that's just your move action,
Yes.
which you've used to cram through that with your natural 20.
So I will attack with my hand axe. With my first attack.
All right. You
That's
strike with your mighty Argento arm. You cut its head clean off.
Haha. Yes.
And as it does so, the creature succumbs.
Nice.
And lies dead and broken on the floor beneath you. You hear from beneath the various vines.
I go to try to pull her dog out.
I draw my weapon because I don't know what it is.
It's no one. It's Vagog. It's Vagog.
I think they said they want more wine.
What is Vagog doing in there? What are you doing, Vagog?
Doing Vagog. Oh, you silly thing, you.
Oh, you silly
Silly Vagog.
gog.
Alright, well,
You
Vagog's
actually fall
still
out of the
dying.
window.
Yeah.
Yes, please get him out.
Alright. Well, you can't because, you know, that's the trend. Demiro, it is your turn. I mean, we're still in initiative in terms of
Okay.
Vagog dying.
How is he dying?
He's
Poison.
poisoned.
Poisoned.
Yeah, but I can't stop the poison.
Yeah, I know, but you can pull him out and have someone heal him, or, I don't know, something.
I mean, he could just get out himself.
Yeah, alright. Fine. He doesn't do anything. Esther, it's your turn.
I mean, it's just
No,
standing
it's fine.
in a
It's
barrel
fine.
of
Look,
wine
I'm not your boss, man.
I've been
Esther.
flattened, of course. So just laying at the ground.
You know that he got healed, right? He's not dying.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
I was
He's still
I was
poisoned.
still restrained and
I mean, other
poisoned.
than the poison.
So
Oh, yeah,
I
other than
still
the poison.
got a
Yeah.
blind vines on.
Okay, I think you and I have to clarify our definitions of dying. Vagog will die in the span of the next 20 seconds without help. How's that?
I want to try to pull him.
Alright, Esther, you're gonna
It's
use your
fine.
action to pull him out?
Basically,
Yes,
full
but I
health.
don't have less restoration anymore.
Oh, you don't have lesser restoration?
Argentine?
Mm.
Argentine?
We haven't taken a rest.
Well, then we might as well just leave him in the barrel for now. Speed it up.
Dunk him back in.
Pull him out. I'll try to pull him out.
Oh!
Is there any
Quiet!
way to
Silence!
save
Silence!
from poison
Silence!
after you've got it?
Silence! Yes, lesser restoration. I have
No, I
this.
mean, with a saving throw.
Just shush. No, you can't. It's you're dead. But let me do this. All right. Hold on. All right. From within the upper landing, coming down the stairs, you hear footsteps behind where you happen to be. Vagog, as you are outside of the barrel, you cough and you splutter. Chunks of blood and what you hope, is your food from this morning, and not organs, suddenly splatter on the ground in front of you. From behind, you hear a voice. My, your friend does not look like they are doing too well.
Yes, he seems to be unable to hold his liquor.
Just a quick question. There was liquor in the berries, right?
No. There was just grape
Okay.
juice, or berry
Gotcha.
juice, as it were.
Okay,
Okay.
just wondering.
Now, I do want to give full credit. This Hero Forge mini that I'm about to use
Whoa!
was actually from the Hero Forge the Masters of Hero Forge Facebook group. I do apologize. I don't recall who the actual artist who was that made this delightful character, but I do highly recommend go check out the Masters of Hero Forge. I believe that this group won. This guy actually won a contest for like developer's favorite, so it was actually a very, very cool one. And I do apologize, but it is very cool, and I wanted to use it, so I'm trying to credit you as best I can. I'm sorry, dude. All right, so this withered, blind crone comes down, brandishing what looks to be a pitch dark, like kind of, I want to say polearm. It's a witch stick. Ah, unfortunate that your friend has partaken, for it will spell his doom, unless... She pauses. Apparently no one gives a shit about this guy. She goes back upstairs. Either you
Wait a
play...
Vagag is capable of talking for himself.
I know.
But
Okay. She turns
You
around.
kind of left me.
I thought one of them were gonna say something.
Oh, no. She turns around and says, oh, well, fine, no worries. Here I go. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wait.
Bye. Oh, yes? Yes,
Oh,
what?
nothing.
Oh, okay, never mind. Bye.
Unless
Please help me.
Oh, unless what you say? Oh, you seem interested in what I have to say. Very well.
Yes.
Well, unless...
Forgive me. I just crashed through a wall a few minutes ago.
Yes, I
my
saw.
ears.
That was rather impressive. Your destruction of
Still
this
ringing.
place leads me to believe that you do not work for the wizards that call this place home.
We do not work for the wizards, although we heard that they all turned to
Unless-
of some sort. But we also don't work for the druids.
Then heed my warning, young travelers. The business between the witches of Barovian's forests and the wizards that reside here is no business of wandering travelers. You have slain my kin and disrupted our plans, but I am willing to forgive you, even so much as giving you a cure for dear Goliath's life. Well, dear Goliath's poisoning, thus sparing their life.
Your kin being the druids?
Yes, my sisters, too. If I were to give you this cure, I ask but one thing in return. I wish you to turn a blind eye here, and not come back to this place. The wizards, they are not to be trusted. They act against the interests of Barovia itself. And me and my sisters wish to bring an end to it once and for all. We understand you hero types all too well, placing your proboscis noses in places where they do not belong. So I simply offer you a trade for your noses to find themselves another place to be in exchange for the life of your friend.
So we exchange his life in exchange for most of the citizens of Barovia with poisoned wine.
Oh my! 1 second.
Yes.
Hold up.
I like where he's going with this. Yes.
1 second. Hold up. There's one thing. Okay, so I have something called Harness Divine Power, which I used last time, and I thought it was tied to Channel Divinity, because it says you can expend a use of your Channel Divinity to fuel your spells. It also said the number of times you can use this feature is based on the level. So does that mean I can only use my... It's still tied to Channel Divinity, or is it separate from it?
It's still tied to Channel Divinity.
Okay. Then... Okay. I think I've used... sorry. I got it wrong. Anyway.
Vigog, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. At disadvantage, of course.
Yes, please.
That is a 9. Oh gosh. Ugh.
Why are you rolling with disadvantage?
Because I'm poisoned.
Because poison, the effect is nothing on poison, the actual damage. So poison, the effect is what's giving him negative, and then he's got the damage as well.
Poison shouldn't give you disadvantage on your con save.
Oh, that actually put me under.
Let me have a look real quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no. Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
And a saving throw as an ability check?
Oh, wait, no, you're right. Yeah, it shouldn't give you disadvantage on that. But you still drop
okay.
to 10, which is still not enough.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, Vigog falls unconscious. His eyes begin to bleed.
Would a 13 have been enough for him?
No.
+1?
Oh, if you gave him +1? Yes, but that would be retroactive.
What? No, that's the whole point of my masterwork, of my master spell, is to give a +1 after a dice has been rolled.
Oh, okay. Then yes, you may. In which case, you will survive for one more round.
Okay, so realizing how bad this cough is, I'm going to try and
How bad this cough is? You mean how quickly your lungs
dying, yeah.
how quickly the interior of your organs are turning into something that more resembles oatmeal than an actual organ? Yeah, sure. That thing. That little thing.
quickly going for my bag, rummaging around with shaking hands. I do have a potion of healing on me. I'm going to use it to sustain me a little longer.
Have you already used the amulet that we...
I haven't used it yet because I haven't drinking any alcohol. The stuff that was in there was just berries, he said. That's why I asked him if there was alcohol in it.
No,
'cause I
it was
totally
just grape
gonna use
juice.
that. Yeah,
Drink some more of it.
yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'll use the potion of healing. So it's 2d4 plus 2.
I feel like you guys don't understand the gravitas, so I'm just going to change the music up real
Sorry,
quick.
but I don't want to interrupt anyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's fine. Here we go.
Help. Alright, so
Right, let's, Sirenscape, please help.
I want to, if I may.
Ooh, there we go. Beautiful.
okay.
Yes,
So
Esther.
Okay, sorry, I just don't want to interrupt anyone. Where
Okay.
is the druid? Is
She's at the base of the stairs, so she's just across from the barrel. I don't have a mini there, but I'm going to use let's see. I'm going to use this as a placeholder. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just down there.
Okay.
She does appear to be completely blind, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Are y'all there too? Because can y'all see her? Or are y'all still in the room?
I imagine you guys would have.
She's been talking with us.
Yeah, I imagine you guys would have like come to line of sight, as it were. Vigog leaving behind trails of blood and organs.
an organ. Ew.
All right. What do you want to do?
So, no input from Vigag on whether
Oh, I
Trade
think,
your
sorry,
life
I think
for-
Esther still had something she wanted to say or do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um. So, I walk up to Junai, and I kind of just ask to reiterate the deal.
To reiterate, my dear, leave this place. Do not darken it or my sister's doorways again, and I will give you the cure for your friend's ailment. The antidote for the berries that now poison and ravage his body. And all I ask is the peace to be able to conduct my vengeance upon the household that did so much to bother and to act upon my beloved forest. The Martikov family. At this point, you also notice that this woman wears a robe, like a garb, made of raven feathers. Her jewelry is like the bones of ravens.
Doesn't like those ravens.
And I do know that Esther is getting quite up close to where she is.
Sorry, I just didn't know. I couldn't. It was like here, but I didn't know if I could do middle squares or something.
No, that's fine. You're right up in her face, and she looks at you. But again, with her blind, cloudy eyes, she just stares in your direction.
Agag?
I mean, we can always come back if need be, but we will. I'd say just ignore him for now. We can just tell people about this place later. Oh wait, no, well, she can hear me say that.
She
know,
absolutely heard you just say that.
I know.
And you can make me another con save.
Yeah.
You should just double cross her when she's not looking.
Poison talking, I know it.
All right, you're good. You're good. You're
I
fine.
just say,
I don't. I mean, this place is one. So this place is one problem. Strahd is another. We're trying to take care of Strahd so people can possibly leave this place. I'd say let's just ignore them. Have them let us stay here for the night, and then we'll leave.
I'm not sure that staying the night was part of the deal.
I looked at her. Would we be able to stay the night, and then we'll leave you alone?
No!
Oh,
You killed my sisters!
But we want to dance.
You murdered over 90% of our workforce!
fine.
Go away! Jesus Christ. Esther,
Didn't mean to.
was it accident?
What a funny sword through his head.
okay,
Ooh,
please,
plot twist.
please, let me talk.
Bicker about who killed
Please
who.
let me talk.
Poop.
Okay, we're gonna. Okay. She doesn't believe that it's going through, of course, because of the violence, but she just has this look on her face, and she just said, "You're acting in vengeance, and you've lost a lot. I only ask that if you do this, will you allow me to pay for what I've done and bury my sister?"
No. What do you know of our customs? Stranger from another land?
I know what it means to lose someone.
Big words. Oh, sorry, no, she says pretty words from someone who does the taking.
No, we should do that. At least let me leave you with something.
Sorry, I misheard that, Esther. What did you say?
At least let me leave you with something.
So to reiterate, no one's agreed to leave
I
her.
thought that's what you're saying, yeah.
Okay,
I was
cool.
saying
Sorry.
we wanna throw it.
Right. Okay. So you're saying in addition to that, we will also. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Yes. She says, if you must.
I go back to the Vine Druid and I take the Rose of Jericho. And I kind of have it in my hands, nice and barely anything. Let this at least show that I'm sorry. And that doesn't mean much, but I've had to use quite a flower like this many times for many people, and I hope it's enough, at least for now.
She turns and reaches forward, hand outstretched to receive your token. As she does so, you hear a whistling sound. As the whistle gets louder, the sound of a crash from a window suddenly deafens the room as an arrow strikes the witch, or the druid, sorry, from the back of the head. She gurgles for a moment, the tip of the arrow preventing her from closing her mouth, as you can see the silvery tip in front of her. She slumps forward and rolls, falling into the vat of poison.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Don't suppose we could still have the cure.
And
Yes.
upon the arrow shaft is an image of a silver dragon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to conclude today's session. Which is a little bit earlier than we did before, but that's because I wanted to leave on a decent cliffhanger. But I will give a little bit of a fast forward to what is about to happen with Vagog. Now, Vagog, of course, is in imminent peril. However, Esther, I would like for you to make me a quick nature check as the woman falls into the vat.
He's also on his second chance already.
It's very true. This time the death is permanent.
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
Is this to? Let me see. Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking for a specific item. Is this to identify or apply herbs, or is it just something different?
It is to identify berries. I'll count that for this.
Okay. Because it said with an herbalism kit you get to add your proficiency bonus, but with nature I already have my proficiency bonus, so
Yeah, whatever. All right, so with a natural 20, you realize, and I'll show you the image as well. You realize that the berries on the druid's staff at the very top there, you can kind of see them. Those are a type of berry that is a healing berry, and you believe that was what she was offering. Very quickly, you snatch up the berries and just throw them into Vagog's mouth. Slamming them shut, it neutralizes the poison.
We chew for him.
All over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Just so we can tie a bow on that one. But yes, that is it. But who murdered this druid? Where did that arrow come from? And why is the symbol of the silver dragon upon it? That is a mystery for next week when we return, of course, for our next session of Gus of Strahd. I would like to give a very, very big shout out and thank you to all of the people who came and joined us today, all of the people who raided and hung out with us, Konadova, the Fourth Culture, you guys, always good seeing you, and of course the Zython who joined us right out the gate. So thank you so much, guys, for coming and tuning in. We hope that you guys had a great game. I know that I did. As always, we're going to wrap up by sharing our memorable moments from today's session. If you guys in the audience have any questions about the game, about what I did, about what my players did, ask them in chat now. This is like literally the best chance to do it. So, let us start. The Gog, memorable moment from today's session, if you please, por favor.
There was a ton, but usually when I do memorable moments so that other people could do their, if they have one that they liked, I usually like to go with one that I did. So when I used momentary stasis, that was the first time I've ever used that spell or that skill, that ability.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I thought it was like the best time because I was like, I realized it's the only thing I could do without casting. Like it doesn't need somatics or visual or, the movement or whatever the M and V are, but it's like, so I just kind of used my own magic from me and I just extended a dome aura kind of to like try and stop his movements, and I was like, oh, that was so cool, and it succeeded. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Okay, but yeah, that was probably my most favorite one because it's like anytime like obviously Magog was about to die and I was like being crushed by this thing, so trying to stop its movement was very important in that case for me. So yeah.
No, it was very cool. It was super cool. I loved Chronomancers. I had one that I played for a very short period of time, and we didn't get too high in level either. So it was a tough sell. But no, like I loved the way the Chronomancer abilities and stuff like that. And the stasis was always one of my favorite ones. I loved how it was used and prevented you from being turned into wine, which I think it would have also been really kind of cool to have like Argento and Demira go, "Hey, where's Vagag?" And Esther's got like a bottle of wine. Would have been hilarious. Argento, memorable moment for today.
Oh, look, there was quite a few. I will say that the stasis thing was pretty cool, Regard, because I think don't underestimate the fact that you probably would have died.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah,
did,
I was
you did
totally
it twice,
prepared.
and so the blight stopped. So you stopped 2 attacks that would have definitely killed you. But no, there were quite a few moments for me today. I think I had some fun moments. Going all Kool-Aid Man through the wall was pretty cool. But for me, it's how it ended. So I'm very intrigued now. I'll be thinking all week about this Silver Dragon arrow.
Yeah.
So for me, that was really cool to say, like, okay, I wasn't buying this whole, I'm not going to leave this place. So I'm glad it kind of saved me from having to upset Esther because I was going to attack as soon as Brigog was healed. So I think it's pretty cool. It saved me from getting in hot water there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to what this arrow is now. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. Demira? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, Argento buys it. It's nothing personal, kid.
Yep, that's it. Yep. Yeah, just murder people, double cross people. That's fine.
I
That's what
exactly
chaotic good's all about.
We're just going to find out that it was Argento from the future who's come back to do it because he regretted not doing it.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, Argento, there's no time to explain.
And the guy sent him back.
Yep, that's it. Demira?
I found it, for some reason, quite amusing that when his life was literally in the balance, the guy was finally speechless and had nothing to say for himself.
Yeah, right? What's up with that, Neil? How come whenever like, it's like, Vagog isn't even in the room and Vagog is like the chattiest person in the world and it's like, you're about to die unless you address this human being.
I was coughing up blood. I couldn't speak.
Yeah. Or your inner monologue that was out loud. We could just come back and tell people about this place.
And then not even a word in about, okay, so do you want to trade your life for
honestly
thousands of people?
Honestly, I thought she was talking to you guys since I was the one dying. So, like, do you want to save your friend? And I'm like, Guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, look. To be honest, any of you could have said anything. It was just really amusing that it was just like, she was pausing for dramatic effect, and I'm waiting for someone. Like, it's like a kid on a like, in a playground who's like just thrown a football over to like 4 kids, and the 4 kids just like look at the football and they look at the other kid. I'm that kid going, over here, and you're all just looking at the ball, and you're like, I don't want to touch it. It might have germs. I don't want to play with this guy. And I'm like, God damn it! Somebody play with me. Somebody role play with me, please. Please role play with me. I think you're friends. It'd be nice. Come on. I don't bite.
You're awesome.
Much. But anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I've
Yes.
done that.
That was good. It was good. It was awesome. Esther.
Let's see. I did like the story of the Banshee. I did
Oh yeah.
like the story. And it is enduring since I do wish I was there because as a grave clerk, and the whole idea of Esther just being like her job whenever she was younger was helping Lost Souls move on. So I was like, oh, well, that's going on over there. Anyways, Vigog's dying. So a bit more pressing of a matter. But I also did like using my circle of mortality ability because it is the strangest thing that I'm just like I was half waiting for that to happen. Just like I don't want to tell you, but I need more help whenever you're down. I'm sorry.
Nice. No, I think I think it was said in the chat somewhere that please roleplay with me every DM. Yep. It was said in the chat somewhere. It's like grave clerics are some of the best support characters in the world. Even though really what they should be doing is they should be like, oh, that looks really nasty. You might be on 1 hit point. Have you considered dying?
Yeah.
I could help you. Make you as comfortable as possible. No, I'd much rather healing, thank you. No, it's fine. Shh. It's your time. It's
Takes
your
her
time.
dagger.
There. Yeah, that's it.
I was not planning on just like, I'm sorry, Vigog.
I'm sorry, Vigog.
Yeah, that's it.
Esther's like the one time I get violent.
I think I think for me my favorite moment was the like Demiro and Argento are just the wackiest combination like in my mind. Right, I'm expecting like that. It's again that kid in the ball. It's like, here's the ball. Look, we've got this really cool story. There's a banshee. She's got personality. She's got everything. Monkey smack. Yeah, dragon smack. Monkey smack. Dragon smack. Oh, you guys are really really afraid. Oh, I shiver. Monkey smack. It's like, oh god damn it. Why even try? It's just the if I paired you up in any other combination, right, there'd be like, oh, there's this story, hey, let's dig up the grave and see what's up, or let's try to provoke her by mentioning the dead lover or whatever. Monkey hit, dragon hit. I definitely want to see, the thing is sometimes that's actually, the most entertaining thing. So I found myself just being like, yep, I played a game once where I wrote this entire epic adventure for a puppet. If you've never seen him before, his name's Cucumber. And he's an asshole, but I love him. I wrote an epic adventure. It was like this cool tale about survival. They had to get in a submarine and all this. And I'm not even joking. The only thing that motivated him was Donatello ice creams from an ice cream van. So all of that prep I'd done could have been amounted to literally getting some ice cream. So sometimes it's really nice to feel as though it's like the simplest, like Occam's razor. The simplest solution is what you'll get. Yeah. So, having that little story thing was really cool. I loved it because it was generated by a lovely audience. But at the same time, I think what I enjoyed more was just the player's reaction.
Crushed it into the dirt.
Yeah, crush it into the dirt. Yep, cool.
That's what I said. I said, crush its heart like it's lava.
Yep.
I just imagined a Donkey Kong using the
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
just
Like, yeah, man,
there's
dude,
something
this is,
shiny.
yeah, this is Barovia. I haven't had sympathy since I got here. No, that's awesome.
You know, it's not very often that I don't talk to everything before we do.
Exactly.
We do
It's
something
very
else.
true. But I mean, I feel like your hands are kind of tied when you're a gorilla.
I actually can't talk.
Yeah. All right,
even cast
ladies and
spells or
gentlemen, with that, we are going to, of course, bid you all a fond and warm farewell. But do not worry, for this is only a partial parting. We will return on... When are we returning? Friday. Well, tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing a rerun of the Through the Breach series that we're doing. Friday, we will be returning for our new series, which will be starting up at 8 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time. Where we're going to be playing an Oriental-inspired adventure based on the Ruby Phoenix series. It is not going to be the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix Pathfinder adventure that is out right now, but if everything goes well, we will eventually go from our game into that game. So do look forward to that. It is very Asian-inspired. It is a lot of fun. So there you go. Yeah, so who are we going to raid now? There's not many people up and about. We're going to go and raid Roll for Damage. That's what we're going to do. Roll for damage. Let's see. This is. Let's see. Yeah. They're playing Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we love these folks. So yes, we are gonna go and raid them. Be sure to give them a big old raid emote if you have gotten one of the new raid emotes, or just give them the old love hearts. Share, send your love, send your well wishes. Until we are meeting again, as always, guys, from me to you, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Or good morning. I don't know.